guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha if it's your first time here, also known as Healing Honey. And today, you guys, let's dive into healing our inner child. And if you guys have never heard about an inner child, it pretty much is just referring to your early childhood experiences that may still be affecting you in your adult life, or as you get older. We could have experienced something, been wounded, painful event, and we can see it play out in our life if we do not address these things. And our body is wired to push feelings down and to protect us, and a lot of times people they can forget painful memories either on purpose or it's your body's response to trauma. And trauma is one of those things that sounds really scary, but everybody experiences some form of trauma as we are living. Nobody is just out here perfect. I don't care how they appear to be on social media. Okay, it's estimated that 34 million people have experienced something in the US alone that is traumatizing them to this day, and so this is one of those things that we have to just spread love and light onto. Not everyone can afford therapy, and some people feel shame or they don't even know that they are hurting inside, but we can see it in their behavior. And so I've done a lot of self-healing, had a lot of time to reflect and go inward during my spiritual awakening, my spiritual journey, and that's what I want to share with you guys today. I am not a mental health professional, and I'm not a therapist, and so if you start to do some of this work on yourself and you're feeling triggered or it's feeling too heavy and emotional, you can definitely seek out a professional. But I do believe that we have so much power within us, and you just want to be gentle and soft with yourself. This is a part of self-love. This is part of our healing journey, is looking at things that have happened in the past and being there for yourself. Bringing resolve, bringing healing is very important for yourself and for this world, you guys. So many of us are hurting and we don't know how to deal with the pain. And so that's what this video is going to be about today. Life is going to tell you that your feelings do not matter. Your own negative thoughts might tell you that you're weak and to not feel your feelings, that you're too emotional and who cares, you're being soft, like toughen up, be strong. Especially men, we're conditioned in this world, men are, to push everything down, and even as women we're told to just suck it up and move on. And this is one of the biggest lies that we experience in this world. It is so detrimental to our emotional health to not allow ourselves to feel how we're truly feeling, because emotions are energy in motion, and it's energy. You're feeling something, your body is trying to make you aware of what is going on inside of you, and it's powerful. So it wants to move through you, and so you can just be conscious, aware of what's going on inside your internal state, your emotional health. And so when we don't allow ourselves to feel, we are suppressing that energy, and it becomes stuck and stagnant, and it can block us off and create a lot of just extra pain. And so if you guys are familiar with chakras, I'm going to be referring to the root chakra in today's video, which is like your base chakra at the bottom of your spine, right? Like underneath your belly button. As I was doing some inner healing work a few nights ago, you guys, I promise you that I felt this strong sensation in my root chakra, and I feel like it was the energy like flowing through my root chakra. I was healing my root chakra energetically, and it was a beautiful sign to me. That's why I wanted to share this with you guys, in hopes that it can help you too. Okay, and so our root chakra is all about safety and our foundation for life, how secure we feel, our deep held beliefs that shape our life, the foundation of who you are. And so when you're born into this world as a kid, it can become chaotic. So when we talk about healing our inner child, it's about going back to yourself when you were a child, and as your adult self, or as yourself that's more mature now, being there, communicating with your inner child, seeing what that little you needed at the time and wasn't getting, and bringing love and hearing it, listening to yourself, because a lot of times we have needs that were not met by our caregivers and by the world. And this is not about blaming your parents or anything like that. Everyone's doing the best they can with what they know. We are all experiencing trauma, so that's why it's your responsibility to heal yourself now. It's not about being a victim. It's about being empowered within yourself to know that, hey, things happen to me and that's okay. Like, let's work through it. Some signs that you can do some inner healing work or heal your inner child. You want to look at anything in your life that you perceive as a problem. Think about like your finances, your health, your love life, how you see the world, and your self-image, your self-worth, how you take care of yourself. If you see a problem there, or you're just not feeling good inside, it's likely that you've been carrying around some trauma that you were not conscious of. And this is where this inner child healing can help. So this is the practice that I did, you guys. I want you to start by being in a really relaxed state. Okay, please be sober-minded when you're doing something like this. This is not a joke. Okay, you don't need a sedative. You don't need any type of medication to do something of what I'm speaking of. Again, I'm giving my perspective as a spiritual person and self-healing. Like, I'm coming from a pure place. So I'm not talking about getting high and smoking weed first or taking some type of pill, synthetic pill that you got somewhere. I mean, like, drinking some natural tea, like having some lavender tea, drinking water, relaxing, maybe, put the aromatherapy, put some lavender oil, turn off the lights, maybe light a soy candle. Make sure that it's quiet. Make sure that you can hear yourself and that you're feeling at peace. And I recommend being alone for something like this. Okay, and so you want to be intentional with this healing that we're going to be doing on ourselves, and get into a relaxed place. And you want to close your eyes. This is how I did it, okay? Close your eyes and go back as far as you can remember and picture yourself as a kid. For me, I did it around 5 years old, 6 years old. And picture, like, what did you look like? Picture yourself. Where were you? What was going on around you? And this is going to give you insight to where problems may have stemmed from. Let your mind, let your inner being, your soul guide you through this. It's going to take you to where you need to go. So you want to picture your little self and you being there as an adult. And now you're communicating with your inner child, and you are asking yourself, how do you feel? Is anything bothering you? Are you scared right now? What's going on? And give your wisdom, give your love, give your resolve to your inner child that didn't get it at the time. Okay, so when I did this, I was telling my little self, I'm visualizing this, right? I'm going back to when I was a little kid, and as an adult, I am facing myself and telling myself, I love you. You're safe. The things that you're seeing, what's happening is not your fault. You're free. You're divinely loved. Everything that's happening is going to teach you. You're perfect as you are. Your innocence is good. Your art is beautiful. All the things I needed to hear back then, I'm telling my little self, the things that are going on around you is what they have to go through. Like, it's basically not your fault. A lot of times it's the simplest things. Like, you are so worthy. You're divinely loved and created. You're perfect. You're beautiful. God made you. You know, you are a spirit. You know, I'm giving my little self wisdom, gems, love, acknowledgement. You're seen. You're important. You're valuable. You're so rare. You're special. You know, like, I'm loving my little self. I'm giving her what she needed to hear at the time that she didn't hear, you know, or that she didn't feel. I'm reassuring her. I pictured myself hugging her and loving her, you guys. And this is one of those things that I wish were taught in school, but it's not. And it's okay. But I feel like as this was happening, as you go back to that little you and you see the world from that, you have compassion with yourself of like, oh, that's why I have these negative beliefs about the world, because I saw this and I experienced this. You know, things that the world will say is normal and okay and just accept it, and oh, that's the way the world is, but it's not. Violence is not okay. Pain is not love. There's just so many things like that we go through as people, and it is to teach us. You know, that's one thing that I've learned on my spiritual journey is like, everything that's happened, it's been to strengthen you and teach you, for you to make choices in your own life of how you want to live, so you can build convictions and build faith within yourself, so you can decide what kind of person you want to be and trust God, because there's just always love. No matter what, you are protected, you're safe, you know, but you have to be discerning. And so that's why you want to know yourself and you want to love yourself. And so, you guys, this is what I've been doing, and I recommend doing this if you feel triggered by something in your outside world. It's really just a sign for you to go within and ask yourself why. And a lot of times our minds as adults can try to rationalize it. Oh, I'm triggered because of this or that, but go deeper. Go deeper. Where did it stem from? When did you first feel that way? You know, where did it come from? And a lot of times healing is much easier than we think. It's just about shedding light on what's happened and acceptance and knowing that, like, you're only in control of yourself. So if somebody's done something to hurt you or you saw some crazy stuff, like, that's not your fault. People move from pain, and that's why resolve is important. That's why if we each do inner healing work, we're going to be living in a safer world, a more loving world, a purer world. Like, we each have to take accountability for ourselves. It's not about blaming, oh, I'm like this because this person did this to me. No. You're not a victim. Stop blaming. Take accountability. Okay, how are you going to respond? How are you going to be? How do you choose to be? Because we're all connected. Your vibration matters. So your feelings matter. So you want to feel good. So I hope that this video helps somebody out there, you guys. Drop me a comment and let me know if you've heard about healing your inner child. And I hope that this video can help on your journey. I'm sending you love and power and healing on your self-love journey. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.